Yo, what's going on, guys? Gonna go over the trade recap that I took today. I ended up taking one trade, ended up losing today. Unfortunate is what it is. I'm gonna go over what I was feeling coming into the market today, higher time frame bias, and all of that jazz. So let's go into that. Boom. Let's go to 9:15. Perfect. Right. So coming into the day, primarily on both pairs, it was pretty mixed, to be honest. We'll just go to the Nasdaq here. First of all, to like get going with it. So again, it was kind of similar in a sense for yesterday. It looks like we are making that move lower now for sure. But yesterday, we had that inversion on the 4 hour to the downside. But again, just overall market structure, like we're in a clear market maker buy model on the daily, on the higher time frame. So like in that case, like higher time frame is looking bullish when it comes to the daily anyway. It's looking quite bullish. So there's one bullish thing that I was coming in for today, and overall as well, we're just delivering from sell side liquidity. We inverse this 4 hour previous as well. We just made above these highs too, and then ES as well. So my draw, the thing is right. ES left a failure swing to all-time highs, and at this point, what I was looking for was just for us to retrace into a key level and make it move higher. But the thing is, for today, I was also, like yesterday, I didn't really see the bearish side of things and why some people were bearish. I kind of seen it because of the 4 hour inverse, whatever, cool. But yesterday, I was way more bullish than I was today. Today was, I could 100% see the bearish side of things coming into today as well. So I wasn't married to a bias today. Didn't really have a strict bias. It was kind of just more reactionary, because I seen the bullish side of things and I also seen the pretty strong bearish side of things as well. So we were bullish and bearish coming in today. So it's kind of just seeing what market open did, reacting from there, and then trying to catch a trade to a decent draw on liquidity. Cool. So we had news today at 8:30. Let me just grab that up for you so you can have a look. Boom, boom, boom. Today, yeah, we had unemployment claims at 1:30. Or not 1:30, apologies. That was 8:30. So 8:30 a.m. for New York time had news. So we had news here. So we had left data highs here on both pairs. Sorry, let me get rid of that. On both pairs, we had, where was it? Yeah, right here. So we had these data highs that were untouched. Why do I keep going on to that? Cool. So we had data highs which were untouched, and they were left at 8:30. And from this, I was like, cool, that's a nice draw. At minimum, now I was like bullish on the lower time frame until we were to sweep out these. So what my conditions were we had this nice liquidity that we generated inside of this 15-minute PD array. I don't think this was a 30-minute. It could have been a 30-minute. Oh my god, this magnet. I hate when the magnet does this. I'm turning the magnet off. And it was this 15-minute here, and we had this low inside this 15-minute gap. And what I was looking for was for price to come down, sweep out that low, get some true manipulation on both pairs here with ES. See, ES, like, bro, these pairs, I don't know what's going on with January. We're so uncorrelated right now. It's actually crazy. I don't know why we're so uncorrelated, but it is what it is. What I was looking for was pretty simple on market open. I wanted to see this and then this, right? To data highs. Let's slam out those data highs. That was what I wanted to see. And that was it, right? On both pairs. I want to see some true manipulation. I want to see some nice 930 PO3 AMD, take out all of this structure right here, this accumulation zone right here, and then market open were to manipulate out these lows and then make a move higher into this fair value gap right here that we had going on as well. That was looking pretty saucy for me. That's what made sense to me in the moment, especially with data highs above. If we wanted to leave them there, I was like, cool, that's what I want to see. So coming into open, we had 930 here. So this was like really, really nice, and this is exactly what I wanted to see from ES. NQ just didn't do the same. So ES opened higher here, and it tapped into nothing, didn't reject off anything, and it left a failure swing at data highs. Okay, so what I was looking at here was cool. If NQ would like to manipulate here with 930, we get that beautiful AMD into that fair value gap with that low in it. Was it a 30-minute? It was a 30-minute, right? As it looks way better on the 30-minute. So it's a 30-minute unfill for, or 30-minute fair value gap. And we barely tested it, so that I definitely had room to get a little bit more test, maybe come down, hit the CE, and then make a move from there to data highs on both pairs. Oh wow, what? Oh, that's not. Anyway, so Yeah, cool. That's what I was looking for. So if we go to the 5 minute here and go to market open does what it does, and it just rips lower here. And at this point, I was still definitely inclined to be able to, well, not after that. I don't know why TradingView does that. It just skipped ahead. But I was still inclined for looking for longs here to data highs. And like if we look at ES here, this is 925. At 925, or sorry, this is not 925. This is 930. At 930, ES wasn't really manipulating. So at this point, we had an SMT. So you had a bullish SMT with these lows, this entire structure right here. And I was still definitely down to take some longs here. And yeah, we didn't respect this gap. We didn't react off of this 30-minute PD rate like I wanted us to. So at this point, I was like, okay, we just made a move lower. And we ended up taking out London lows, and we ended up displacing really strongly through London lows. And the thing is about longs from here now, they kind of looked a bit mid because we didn't really have any good key levels here. And we also left, I think it was 15-minute, was it equal lows right here? We had these lows as well. Lows, we had these 15-minute equal lows too. Boom. We have 15-minute equal lows down here that were made in the New York AM session yesterday. So at this point, I was sort of, okay, cool. Wasn't really looking for longs yet. Definitely would have preferred to see those get taken. And then I think we had we had this 2-minute right here. So, oh my God. Okay, it's looking a bit different because we had. Wait, was it these? Oh, it was these. Oopsies. It wasn't. It wasn't the. It was these lows here. No, I marked out the wrong ones. Apologies. Those were 15-minute equal lows as well, though. But these were the lows I was looking at. These were like bang on equal lows, like stacked 15-minute equal lows down here. So at this point, we had this 2-minute inversion here, and I faded this. Now, I know a good few people did take this. This setup looked good. It looked decent, right? Because at this point, we were opening, I think we opened, what time was this at? Apologies, this was at 9:45. Yeah, so we opened up this 15-minute for value gap. I'm pretty sure it was. No, it wasn't. We didn't open this until 10 a.m. I'm pretty sure. So we had this unfilled 5-minute up here. And this was just really nice displacement. We had an SMT at London lows. We had ES, I think, resweeped. It's boom. Let's see, what time was this at? This was at 9:45. So 9:45, yeah. ES resweeped all this inside of the 30-minute for value gap that I had, and then we had an SMT with London lows. So this trade definitely made a bit of sense to it for sure. But the only thing I didn't like about this as well is I didn't even notice these at the time, but I did notice it right after that we had these 15-minute equal lows that we left on Tuesday down here, which I wasn't a fan of. So at this point, I was like, we could fade these equal lows, so I'll look for more confirmation. So what I did here is we opened up this 2-minute bullish for value gap, and I was like, cool. If we're going to respect this 2-minute bullish for value gap, and then we get a change in the state right here with this candle, I would be down to take longs here with my stop loss out here, and then targeting the unfill 5-minute, or go break even whenever targeting the unfill 5-minute. Simple stuff. That's what I was looking for this trade. But then I also realized we were getting pretty close to 10 a.m. So this could be whatever. But it could have been like a case where 9:45 or 9:30 was a manipulation, and then we kind of had this displacement here. And when we displace, there is occasions where 10 a.m. does not have to manipulate. It just usually just ends up distributing and carries volatility towards the draw, which is unfilled 5-minute. And then again, that wasn't the only reason why I took these longs. ES was just looking delectable for longs. Like ES was looking really, really good because ES, right? If I turn off ICT pivots here, again, let's go back to those 8:30. Yeah, ES left another failure swing, like so much low resistance liquidity. ES left up to this, like looks like it was just generating liquidity to take data highs. So like ES was looking like primed for longs right now to data highs. So this was definitely not bad in my eyes, but again, those 15-minute equal lows were a bit mid, and it was pretty close to 10 a.m. I was waiting for more confirmation, like the CISD. If we had a CISD here, I would have taken this, but we didn't have a CISD here. We got close to it. Like at this point, I was like, okay, this is probably going to end up playing out. If we CISD for sure, this is playing out, but we didn't. We didn't change in the state here. And then now this was trade of the day. But I made a little mistake on this because I didn't take it, and I should have taken it. And I'm going to go over why I didn't take it now. So this was definitely trade of the day in my eyes. So we're coming in here, 9:59. What does 10 a.m. do? Oof, beautiful. We have 10 a.m. PO3. So this is like a continue. This is just a like. This is like a really what I was looking for. Like this was perfect for me. I was like, do you know what? 10 a.m. is coming up now. We do have these 15-minute equal lows down here. If we want to sweep out these equal lows, get a resweep, get a stop hunt as well, because this would have been a ran on stops right here, a valid stop hunt. So we had the stop hunt, we had the 10 a.m. PO3, 10 a.m. manipulated lower. At this point, I was like, yeah, this is looking good for longs. This is looking really nice for longs. So I was looking literally for any fair value gap here, and there was a 3-minute here. But then what formed right after it, which was super annoying, was this tiny little 5-minute. And I don't even say it's annoying. It's kind of just me coping. I should have taken this 3-minute. I know Patrick and Blake took this 3-minute. This 3-minute was very, very valid because look at this displacement. Oh my God. That displacement was S tier. But at this time, we opened up this 5-minute. And then this is the 5-minute close. This 5-minute close inside of the 15-minute fair value gap. But the thing is about this 5-minute is that it is such a small 5-minute gap. And it's right after, like, all the entire narrative backs us making a move higher to at least a 15-minute fair value gap here. Like, this narrative was great. Like, we opened up the new M15 candle, the new hourly candle, that manipulated lower, took out those bang on stacked equal lows in the 15-minute time frame. This was matching time, so we're in a time discount with price. This looked great. This was perfect in my eyes. This was a really, really good trade. The only reason why this trade like wasn't A++ is because there was no real higher time frame key level that we were rejecting off. So there was no like unmitigated 15, or there's no really good any fair value gaps that we were rejecting off here. But discretion wise, like just from my experience in the market as well, like this trade was for sure like really, really good. This was the best trade of the day in my opinion, without a shadow of a doubt. So I should have taken this 3-minute because at this point, like we were here. Like for example, if I did take this 3-minute, would have had stop at the body here because this is just really obvious displacement, and then TP just would have been at like probably C of this entire range. So C, the range would have been just to get like some good RR, it would have been like C of the range, maybe. No, it wouldn't have been. Where's my take profit again? I had this marked out as well on this 3-minute. It wasn't C of the range. Oh no, sorry. I literally just went for a 1-to-1. I was just gonna go for a 1-to-1 here with this. So we had boom 53. Boom 53. I was simply just looking for a 1-to-1 with this trade. Purely as well because of how ES was displacing now as well. I think this was now 1003. Yeah, 1003. Yeah, ES had some beautiful displacement. Like both pairs displaced really well. And to put the cherry on top, even though there's no higher time frame key level here, I still like this trade. Like discretionary wise, I still like this trade. We had an internal SMT as well with these lows. So we have our stop hunt ran SMT internally with these lows. This was looking pretty nice. This was looking juicy, and I should have taken this 3-minute. And the reason why, because like look, this is the 5-minute close. Like 5-minute close is literally almost at my fucking TP. Like I'm not taking that. I can't take that. And the thing is about this 5-minute fair value gap is it just holds no significance. Like it has no power. It's a tiny. I know size doesn't matter. Pause. Size. Pause. Size doesn't actually really matter that much. Like a small fair value gap still hold power, but it's a 5-minute fair value gap. It's this small, and do you see the reaction that we had from that 10 o'clock manipulation with that like complete disrespect of that 3-minute gap? Like realistically speaking, there was no way we were going to hold this 5-minute gap, and it was just so insignificant. Like it didn't hold any relevance like to this market. Like this 5-minute gap, it was almost like it was just like a little coincidence. I just got put in here. Like it held a zero significance to this trade, especially with this displacement. This 3-minute was very, very good. So this 3-minute would have been pretty simple. Like no break even, just a simple 1-to-1. Bang, TP there. That would have been great. So with that, I wasn't mad or anything. I was just like, yeah, no. See, that was obvious. I should have taken that. That was a good trade. So at this point now, I was just waiting for like 10:30. I was just kind of waiting for like the new PO3, like seeing what we were doing with time and price at this point. And ES still hadn't hit data. Oh no, it did hit data highs. It hit data highs with this move. Yeah, hit data highs with this move. This was trade of the day for sure, in my opinion. I didn't see any valid shorts, to be honest, at all. I think like somebody made a few people ended up taking shorts. Like, I think a few creators, someone I seen on social media anyway, took like a short here within this range. I don't really know. Like it doesn't really make sense to take a short here. I mean, it does, but it's like it's just so close to market open and leaving the failure swings to data highs and having that obvious data high draw above. I don't really agree with any short here, if I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. And the narrative behind the short here as well is just pretty dog shit in my eyes. Um, but if other people seem different for that, then that's fair enough. 100%. But so we left this unmitigated 5 minute down here as well. So we opened up this bullish 5 minute. Now we were inside of a key level here, which was this 15 minute fair value gap, but we weren't really showing any signs of rejecting off of it. And ES as well. See, it's again for today, like with ES was ES hit my final draw as well. So ES was the main kind of runner again for the draws and for the bullish like idea that I was having when I was taking these trades. So ES had 15 minutes stacked equal highs at Asia, and it also had an unfilled 4 hour for value gap right above it. And you can see like, bro, this is like you can see the reaction off of that as well. Like the second we take that, it's just boop. It's just a big slap in the opposite direction. But obviously the higher time frame is still holding pretty bullish, as you can see. We didn't really react off that 4 hour too well. So but we did have a reaction off it. Like this is just such a good draw on liquidity. So at this point, this was 10.20, so we were sitting around here. And what I was just looking for now was like for 10.30 or like a 15-minute candle opening to have some sort of rejection. And why I was waiting for 10.30 in particular was because at 10.30 we're going to open up that 30-minute. So this 30-minute bearish for value gap is what we're going to open up at 10.30. So at this point, there was two options that I kind of wanted to see play out here. ES takes these highs like at 10:30. So at 10:30 we manipulate out these highs, and NQ manipulates out into this 30-minute for value gap, and we have that 10:30 bearish, that 10:30 PO3 open high low close with true manipulation on both pairs. That was like what I was looking for. Or option B is that we open this 30-minute fair value gap, and then 10:30, and we don't take these draws on ES yet, and then 10:30 opens a lower into this 5-minute, mitigates this 5-minute on both pairs. So we had this 5-minute bullish for value gap on both pairs here. So this was like the other narrative as well, because that would technically be stacking PO3s too, considering what did 10 a.m. do? 10 a.m. manipulated lower, made a move higher. What's 10:30 most likely going to do if we're going to be bullish here? It's going to manipulate lower and then make a move higher, right? So that was like the second option here. And that was like kind of the more preferred option, to be honest, in my eyes. So cool. Let's go to, here it is here. Yeah, perfect. Like this, you can literally see the trade right here. I don't know why it's there. It was here. Yeah, this was the trade idea here. So at 10:30, what do? We leave this 30-minute for value gap. So we open up this 30-minute and we don't mitigate it. We leave it. And then we, both pairs, like simultaneously just manipulate into this unmitigated 5-minute. And we have immediate reaction. Like if we look at the 1-minute chart here, we close very nicely. Like it's a very good close on this 5-minute as well. Like completely respected. The body didn't even close inside fair value now. It was that nice of a close. Then we had immediate displacement right through this bearish 5-minute gap that we opened up, right? So I was liking this. Why? The narrative just made a lot of sense to me. And thinking back on it now, like it was a trade that I liked. The narrative was strong, but the only thing about it is that it was late into the session and we weren't, like it wasn't even that late into the session. It kind of was, but not really. It's just that we weren't really rejecting off of anything significant. So we weren't rejecting off like a higher time frame key level lower here. And we also had like a 240 dump on market open. So it's like we need to be delivering off something more significant, I feel, than a 5-minute bullish for value gap here. So that was like the only bad thing with the trade. But the good things about the trade were that we had stacking PO3s. So we had 10 a.m. manipulation, 10 a.m. PO3, made a move higher, 10:30 PO3, made a move lower, then looking to make a move higher. So we had like stacking PO3s and highs, good narrative. We had a reason to go higher as well, which was this unfilled 30-minute for value gap and this unmitigated 5-minute. And ES had more than enough reasons to go higher because ES rejected into this as well. So we had the same thing on ES. And Um, Obviously ES had this low resistance up here and these 15-minute equal highs up here. Sorry, and this unfill 4 hour. So like there was more than enough reason in my eyes for us to make a move higher of some sorts, and this trade just made a lot of logical sense to me, and I like this. This trade I loved. This trade I loved more. This 3 minute I loved more. But this trade was good in my eyes. What would I rate this setup? I'm not going to rate this setup A plus because it definitely wasn't. As a continuation model, I'm not gonna lie. If I'm gonna be 100% honest with you, I actually believe that this trade is A. I think this trade's A rated. Like this trade has a good narrative behind it. I really like this trade. I think it made like a lot of sense. And would I take this trade again? If PA was better, realistically, I believe I genuinely would take this trade again because I've seen trades like this play out like so much, and this trade just made a lot of sense. It was perfect. Just break even right here at this high, and then we were just going for like around a 1-to-1 ish, a little bit more than 1-to-1, right? So ended up entering longs there, and yeah, not a singular ticket profit. It just didn't play out. Just one of those days. Reason why it didn't play out, I don't know. ES didn't really. What time was this at? This was at 10:53. So if we go to 10:53, where is this? Yeah, ES like again left these highs here and then just started to make a move lower. It didn't displace towards the draws that I expected it to, and yeah, it's just this trade just didn't play out. Honestly, I don't really have a strong enough reasoning for why this trade didn't play out. Only again, the only reasonings why I wouldn't have, I guess, is due to the conditions because today's price action was really poor. It wasn't the greatest. Um, but yeah, no higher time frame key level, I guess, for us to reject off as well. And but I did see the reasoning for us to move higher. I'm not gonna lie, I did see it. PA today was just not good. Like even if you look here, like it doesn't like literally we displaced out of this 5 minute inverse a 5 minute gap, and ES doesn't even take these highs. Like come on now. Like realistically speaking, when does that when does that happen? Not that much, especially when edging them as well. We literally edged the highs too. Like I don't know, you know. It is what it is. Just a losing trade to be honest. But I did like this trade and I had good narrative behind it for sure, in my eyes. So it is what it is. Definitely not upset about this loss. I thought this trade was good narrative, and yeah, simple enough. But my favorite trade was definitely this 3 minute. This 3 minute was perfect in my eyes. It was not perfect. It was A rated. I think the only reason why it wasn't A plus is because there wasn't a true like higher time frame key level. But it made a lot of sense. ES was in a higher time frame key level. It reswept lows inside of a higher time frame key level. So at this point, this trade was definitely traded of the day if you were to take it on NQ. And then for the rest of the day, honestly, I think we just started chopping around a bit, and then like, bruh, like we inversed this 5 minute gap on ES. Like we came all the way back down. Like today's PA was just dog. Not gonna lie, it was pretty dog. I'm not even coping or anything. Like this PA was just not nice. We because I was like 90% sure on this trade when I entered it. Like at bare minimum, I'm gonna get like it's gonna go to my break even. Like bare minimum is gonna go to my break even. It didn't even. So it is what it is. Right. So yeah, ES ended up inversing this 5 minute fair value gap and not going lower than this. Reef swept a little low, I guess. And then it just ended up like what? I don't know, during like lunch hour or something, it ended up just pumping through the draws. Whatever. It is what it is. Nothing I can do about it. When do we start? Oh, we actually re-swept that low. Yeah, and then it came into like lunch session. Yeah, we kind of just chopped around. I think this is probably when we delivered, was it? No, it was later on than this. I'll go to the 5 minute. Yeah, okay. So it was literally in the fucking. It was in the lunch session. Great, savage. That's amazing. Was it in the lunch session? Hold on. This is yeah. It was in the lunch session when we like NQ was just nowhere. Like, NQ was literally just nowhere. Just really bad chop. So yeah, it is what it is. Losing day. I lost around I think it was $430 today. I risked like 6 micros on this trade. It is a 43 point stop, so I think that's like 400 and something dollars. Whatever. I don't really care about the P&L. Is what it is. Just trying to take the highest quality setups. So yeah, that's gonna be it for today's recap, guys. Not gonna be trading tomorrow. Have to go to JOB, which is unfortunate. But I will be back next week on Monday with the recaps. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, of course, Thursday. I'm bursting out all the recaps every day as well. So yeah, unfortunate loss today is what it is. We journal it and move on. And yeah, if you guys have any questions about the trade I took, why I took it, if you want to ask me something particular, or if you guys took any trade today, and it failed, or if it played out and it was a banger, let me know. So yeah, that's gonna be it. And again, yeah, if you guys have any questions as well, you can type in the comments, or you can add me on Discord and I will add you back. Um, or you can add my Instagram or TikTok, which will also be in the bio of this video, and you can shoot me a DM or a message on there too. So yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. That was my trade for the day, and that's my analysis of the market for today. I'm gonna be journaling my entire going to be showing you guys my entire journey to profitability. So, taking you guys along the journey with me. I know it's a long video as well. I'm doing some long videos now. Sorry, I'm literally yapping my ass off right now. I feel bad. But the reason why I'm doing long videos is because I'm really like just diving into the price and I'm just trying to like dissect it and really show what I was thinking while I was taking these trades so other people couldn't see. And maybe even give me tips and help me get better too. So, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.